What did I do? Is it in here? I must have took it out, but we're gonna take it out. Like the scariest thing about sewing your hair in is losing the needle. Literally the scariest. Yeah. Okay. I have to do this because I'm trying to upgrade my life, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I should be listening to my classes right now. But I'm like, let me go live. This is gonna motivate me. So I be going slow when I'm on my own time. I be getting so distracted. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to get cute, get my hair done. I want to do my nails. I have to do my daughter's hair. I always have to wait to do my nails to make sure my daughter's hair is done because I always braid her hair. I do not know how to braid with nails. And so I was like, while I did her hair, let me just see if I can do something with my hair. I haven't sewn in my hair in so long. I'm so used to just throwing on wigs or just having my hair out. So, morning, Joe. Oh, yay. Shout out to us motivating each other. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm not playing. I got this book called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, and I'm like dying to get into it. It's a really small book, too. It's not anything super big, but I'm just on. But I watch a lot of like YouTuber stuff. Oh, my heater was about to knock me out. And I feel like everybody's kind of on that motivation tip now, like just being motivated. It's a good feeling. I feel like 2025 is going to be something. I'm not really into politics, but I know there's a lot of people that feel a lot about our future president. So, I don't know. But I do know that the more we stay motivated, the more we can make things happen. Because I don't really believe in this reality anyway. I don't mean to get weird. I know people don't like that talk. But really, I feel like we can manifest whatever it is that we need to manifest ourselves. But it has to be like a real thing. Like people always talk about manifesting stuff, but then they don't want to put in the work. Like I want to manifest a car, and you feel like you just gonna win the lottery. Like get a job or a side hustle, or people start a business and they're like, well, I started a business, but I didn't make money. Like yeah, a lot of people who start businesses, their first year is the worst year. Matter of fact, the first 3 years is the growing year. You have some people who just kind of it happens for them, but if you're looking at statistics and all that, like it just makes me upset, frustrated, a lot of wasted potential because people give up too easily. And I'm just determined not to give up. Like I'm gonna be a millionaire. I am. I really am. I have a confession to make though. I really do. I have a real big confession to make. All right, no brains. I'll be right back. Thanks. You know what? Manifesting my job, that was the first step because I was down bad. I was pretty much on here begging for money and nobody was going to pay me. I was like, dang, how come it work for everybody else? But then I realized my lesson in life is putting in that work. You got to put in that work. Ain't nobody going to give you no handouts. Nobody feels sorry. When I was on here crying, like my 2 months ago about my situation, people were literally like making fun of me. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, well, I won't be sharing my business. But let me tell y'all my confession. This is my confession. Oh, I got to get this off my chest. I do. Y'all know I have to come here, confess my sins. Y'all know. Also, if y'all see in the background, I don't think y'all can, but I redid my room. I redid my house. Everything is looking cute. I'm going to show y'all that too. All right, but here's my confession. So y'all know, if y'all, been following me or whatever, that I'm going to school for, well, I'm not, well, I'm in school. I'm taking classes to take my CompTIA A plus, excuse me. I was trying to figure out what the name of it was. CompTIA A plus certification. And anybody don't know what that is, it's like the introduction to like IT. Like it's something that if you don't have a degree, it shows employers that you know the basic information about IT. Like it's a state accredited. It's almost like taking an LPN test or a registered nurse test. And they have it in different sectors. So this is like a big certification test for IT, right? So I tried to do the school thing. Again, I have to pay these consecutive payments. And at the time I wasn't working. And now that I am working, my rent's $2,000. So it's like school, rent, school, place to live, so I can't really do that right now. So anyways, say all that to say, I had to get the people up to speed. But say all that to say, yeah, I'm exhausted. I told my parents, right? Because right now they're helping me. I have a job, but again, $2,000 in rent. Right now I'm working part-time at the job that I have. So they're helping me. And I do appreciate it, but I also know that it's a lot coming out of their pocket. So I'm like, almost like panicking a little bit. I'm like, should I get a second job? Should I not study for school right now and kind of take it maybe for the spring and just take my time and just go ahead and work full time? Reason why I'm working part time is because I'm in school or taking these classes. And since it's not like a school where I have an instructor and I can raise my hand in class, like I'm doing it self-study, self-paced, like I would like to have time for me to be able to like do my stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's been on my mind heavy. Kind of feeling like maybe I should just kind of put a pause on that for right now. But then I'm like, I don't want to keep making excuses for certain things. But the only other option would be me moving back to my parents' house. And literally, yeah, all of this that y'all see, it would not be happening. My parents are very strict. They don't play that with me. They're not like, okay, you can do live. They don't film my house. Don't do, it's just like it's total different how I am, like playing music, dance and stuff. They are like, I love them down, but they are my killjoys. Like, and like literally my dad had a conversation with me and was like, I was joking with him, laughing with him, and he was like, you can't be joking all the time. Like you need to be serious. And I was like, wow. Dang, that sucks. I was just trying to have a moment with my dad, but I guess, can't be too serious in life. But that's just how they are. I don't take any offense to it. My mom just turned 67 yesterday. So, they're of the older generation. But it's still one of those things where it's like, do I want to change my life and what I'm comfortable with? Where is the bread? Oh. And what I'm comfortable with to go back to that? You know what I mean? And then my little brother, he is, in school. He's going for his master's degree and he's living on the campus. He's young enough. He went straight from his bachelor's to did his master's. So he's out there doing his thing. But he comes home from time to time. And when I tell you, our family, we are not close at all. This is how close we're not. Let me tell you. First of all, and this is said with love too. My parents are pastors, right? Both of them, right? So, and then my parents also have their doctorate's degree. That's what I said. Like, if I just can get it all the way through, but honestly, like trying to even rush to get this done by January, it's like it's a lot. Like I'm like I didn't know what I was doing, what I was signing up for, because I'm taking a course. So the course is self-paced, but the course within itself is like 6 courses. So there's 6 certificates that I can end up with the course. But at the end of the course, it's connected to the CompTIA. So I'm studying for the CompTIA, but I'm also taking courses. So even after I finish this, and this is what I was saying, even if I don't take, or what I was thinking, even if I don't take the CompTIA because I've taken this certification, I can just go ahead and I can finish the classes and stuff by January. But I don't know if I'll be able to say that I am completely, even by December, I can finish the courses, but say that I'm ready to take this test. That's $275 that if I don't have it, obviously I would have to be asking for it to somebody else. And imagine asking somebody to borrow $275 and you fail. But that is what it is. I'm just going to leave it in God's hands. I'm not going to stress too much about it. But this is how much me and my family are not close. My parents are pastors. We have church like every single Sunday. Mind you, church is just in their house. My dad is scared to get like a church building. He first was making excuses and like, I don't want to make a church building because I don't want to have to make, I don't have enough money for it, and I don't want to have to make the, you know, patrons of the church have to pay for it. Cool. Well, he does stuff at the old people home. And the county seen it, put him in the paper, everything, and wants to give him a building for free. So not only is it for free, the state or our county writes him off on their taxes because he is a part of an organization tied to the state, tied to the city. He don't want to do that. He don't do that. He graduate in May. He gets his doctorates. Mind you, he has his master's in divinity, but he doesn't feel like he can really be all of this until I get my doctorate degree. Like all of this, all of this, all of this. My mom is getting her doctorates in psychology, and she says the same thing. Mind you, once you get your master's degree in the psychology program, that's when you're able to get your licensing. So you take your accreditation for licensing. But my mom don't want to do nothing until she gets a doctorate. I'm like, girl, but you licensed. You've been licensed for a year. What are you, girl? If I had these credentials, child, especially psychology, that's what I was about to go back to school for. But I'm happy that I switched it to IT because and everybody has mental, health. That's been like a thing, but I would way rather, be in demand because computers, it's only gonna get more advanced from here. I was even seeing the Google courses and stuff. They have a course on AI. I'm like, dang, already? We need to get educated on AI. There's a certification for AI. This is insane. But okay, go off. I swear we're like in a Big Brother simulation. But either way, I don't know if you guys watch that show, Big Brother, but long story short. So my brother and my sister-in-law, they have 8 kids. We come all the time. Yesterday, this pissed me off. No, wait. Sunday was the 17th. So Sunday was my mom's birthday party. Was my mom's... Ugh. Yesterday, the 18th, was my mom's birthday. Sunday, the 17th, we were all getting together. Saturday, the 16th, I called my dad. I said, Dad, we are going to be doing something. We're all going to be together tomorrow on Sunday, which is the 17th. Are we going to take this opportunity to do something for Mom? He goes, pretty much, I was on the same page. We can definitely do it. Yada, yada, yada. I said, okay, cool. Now, my mistake was, instead of on Saturday, me going to get my mom's gift, I got my mom's gift on Sunday, which made me extremely late. However, nobody seemed to care. Nobody seemed like it was an issue. Mind you, the day before Sunday, the 16th, I talked to my dad, and my dad tells me that we're going to hook this up. I said, okay, cool. My dad lets me know, listen, when you come into the house, just leave your gift in the garage. But because I came late, the garage door was shut. I come inside the house, I sit down, I leave the gift in the car. We eat Sunday dinner. Everybody, by the way, my brother and my sister-in-law, usually we come in like sweatpants and stuff because, it's my parents' house. Literally, when I say church, it's like really for the kids. With all the kids together, including my son, who lives with his dad, but he comes every other weekend. All of the kids together, it's 10 kids. But with my son not being there, it's 9 kids. Long story short, we all in there. My brother and my sister-in-law are dressed up like the kids, suits, ties. So I'm like, okay, boom, they're hip. They know what's going on with me and my parent. I mean, with my mom's shindig, whatever, right? Cool. My dad is getting cards. He has everybody have cards to sign. I say, Dad, cool. Do you think you can lift up the garage because I have a gift? He looks at me. He was like, you got a gift? I said, yeah, because we discussed this yesterday, the 16th. Today is now Sunday, the 17th. We discussed this yesterday. Of course I have a gift. I thought he was trying to check me like, oh, you got a gift? Like, I don't be gift giving. Like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it like that, but it was real cute too. I went to the dollar store. I got like a little glass jar, had a silver cute little lid. I put like the little styrofoam, tiny styrofoam balls. They were white and silver. I got some good, is it called Godiva chocolates or something like that, the square ones. Ghirardelli or something like that, the square Ghirardelli chocolates that you bite and has a caramel, but it was blue. So the whole theme was like silver, white, and blue, which are all her favorite colors. You know, look kind of like very much so Dallas, very much so Texas, but that are, you know, that wasn't the vibe. It was more so just her color scheme. I put a balloon on it, and in the middle of it with the styrofoam was a cute pair of socks. My mom loves socks. She loves socks. She will come up with such a socks in her purse. I'm pretty sure if I go to her house right now, she has a pair of socks in her car, her purse. She has a pair of socks behind the couch. My mom keeps socks everywhere. So it was like one of those, she's 67. Like, what girl, like, at this point, you don't get your little orthopedic socks. Okay, so cool. My dad is like, not a problem. I'll open up the garage. I go into the garage. Y'all, there was no gifts. I'm thinking my brother and my sister-in-law got something, very much so. They got nothing. The cars that my dad are signing is the cars that my dad bought because that was the expectation. When I tell you, I was so irritated because one, I was late for this. When I say late, it started at 12:30. I did not get to my parents' house until 1:15. We were late, okay? Mind you, we left the house at 12. And I was about to spend a little bit more money because I was going to go to, I had went to the supermarket and I was just about to get some flowers. But thankfully, it worked out the way that it worked out because it was a long line. I had left my card in the car. I mean, I left my phone in the car. And I don't bring my card with me. So I always tap with my phone. So long story short, it was like, forget it. I'm not about to spend $25 for some grocery store flowers. If I don't need to, especially like I said, I'm not in a position where, I mean, I can't even pay my rent on my own. And that's just me keeping it a buck. Like, I don't have it like that. Either way, long story short, my dad's like, cool, keep the kids in keep your mom here in the room. Or, okay, long story short, my dad was trying to get the kids to sign this card. My parents live in a big house. Like, they live in a mansion. Like, they're rich. I'm not rich. They're rich. And, I mean, we're draining them as kids, all three of us. They help my little brother pay his rent. Obviously, like, he's the golden child. He was supposed to go overseas and play basketball. He didn't get picked up. It was really depressing for him. My parents felt for him. And, you know, because he went to school on a scholarship playing basketball. Like, he is the golden child. His initials are JCG. We call him Jesus Christ God. Like, this is just what it is. Like, he is that. And it's no shade, no team. He's 7 years younger than me. My mom always wanted to make it seem like we were jealous of each other. But, like, girl, I never wanted to play basketball. Like, if my older brother, my little brother maybe had, like, long hair down his back, I would be jealous. You know what I'm saying? If my little brother, like, I don't know, like, if his ass was fatter than mine, like, I would be jealous. But, girl, off playing basketball, that was never my dream. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. Go get your big sis a man. Like, what you mean? I'm trying to get flued out. So, you know, but I understand he'd been the favorite, and my mom wanting to protect her baby, you know, I guess she felt like she had to create division between me and my older brother and him. Which my older brother and him are 10 years apart. Me and my little brother are 7 years apart. Hold on, let me read the comments. Hey, Memphis. Joe, who you telling? When the last time I've been on here? When the last time I've been on here? Child, I don't even hang out with friends. I don't have friends. I don't do friends. But either way, so long story short or whatever, like I said, I noticed that there was no gift. So again, I was irritated. My dad's like, listen, the way that my parents' house is set up, there's like a foyer, there's like an office, and there's like a living room space. So my dad is like, I'm gonna have all the kids, because my mom's sitting in the foyer, and I don't know if that's foyer, whatever. But my dad's like, I'm gonna have the kids walk from where they are to the office to sign the card. Well, mom's sitting right here. She's gonna think something's up. Like, already, this is coming off real corny. I don't like when my name is attached to stuff and it looks messy. I hate the fact that we talked about this earlier. I'm irritated because I'm already late and, like, I didn't have to go and do nothing. I'm happy that I did, but I could have brought this to you, just me and you on some GP, you know, the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, on your actual birthday, which I ended up going to my parents' house on her actual birthday because my mom had bought my daughter some leggings. So we did all of this for what? Anyways, my dad, this is the kicker. My dad tells me to keep her in the room. I'm like, cool. Fast forward. My sister-in-law is in there. Both of them are Scorpios, and this is no shade, no tea. I love Scorpio women. I love them, but they're so controlling. Like, chill out. Y'all gonna see what I'm saying. Chill the fuck out. Like, here I am, a Capricorn earth sign. People don't like us. It is what it is. But, like, I'm so chill. Like, I just try to be, like, try to keep things level, like, as, whatever I can. But I'm so calm with it, right? My mom wants me to go take a picture. But the picture is next to, again, the office is here. The living room space is here. There's another room here. Right next to it goes office, upstairs, living room, when you come into the front door, foyer, right? So it's right next to the office, but it's out in the open space so she can watch where the kids are walking back and forth. I told my mom, I don't want to take a picture. No, I'm saying it nice, cute. I can't say, no, girl, because you got to sit over here, So I'm like, no, I don't want to. And, I don't look really cute today. And, I'm dressed down. Here go my sister-in-law. Ray, you always look good. Now, y'all know me. When do I not want to look pose? Hello. I'm the pose queen. I be the pose queen and the paparazzi all in one. Okay, like, when do I not want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to keep you in the room, and my sister-in-law over here and it's aggravating my mom, who's getting irritated with me, and I'm just like, I'm always the fucking bad guy. It's always me. Like, my dad trying to, and the way he's doing, he moving slow, like dumb diddy dum dum. Love my dad to death. But like, when you ask him to execute stuff, like, he just makes it, love him down again. I have to address people by their signs. My dad is a Pisces. He is very much so a dreamer. So in his mind, things is like, we're just going to do it this way. He just don't understand people temperament. Like, he's very much so a pastor, very compassionate, very, I want to play with the kid. But it's like, listen, now is not the time. Gather up the troops. Let's sign this card so that we can move on, because you know how your wife is, my mom is. She gets very antsy, very much so. I'm not going to sit here, very much so aggravated. Don't tell me what to do. I can go wherever I want to go in my house. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my mom. That's her, straight up. She's 67 years old. She ain't got nobody telling her nothing. You don't write no checks. You don't sign no checks. That's my mom. Like, these are words that came out her mouth. You want me to keep her here? She talking about taking pictures. I say, no, I'm about to get beat up. So then my mom just don't worry about it. Just forget it. She goes straight to the living room where the kids are. I'm like, okay. So now she in her feelings. She over here playing. It's fine. It's cool. Playing her music, doing what she got to do. Mind you, this is church, y'all. Very much so. I love my parents down. But it was like, this was the most ghetto waste of time. Long story short, she got an attitude with me. I tried to tell her, because, again, we had to just come out with it and just say, okay, this is what we was doing, blah, 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 blah. So I said, hey, Mom, I wasn't really trying to whatever. I just was trying to keep you in the room, ha, 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 ha. She didn't want to hear it. She still got an attitude. So from that point on, whatever I did for my mom, whatever was going on, it just wasn't even, mind you, I'm the only one of her kids, her baby boy, no shade, no tea, love my brother down. He in a whole nother city. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even come down on this Sunday to celebrate with his mom. Your oldest kids, no shade, no tea. Everybody got their own financial situations. They ain't bring you nothing. I'm the only one that brought you something, and you mad because I was trying to keep you sitting down because Dad told me to keep you sitting down, and you want to have an attitude with me. I'm the only one that went out my way not only to get you a gift, but to get you something that was meaningful, something that you could use. You could use this jar. Girl, put some oatmeal in it. Put some cream of wheat. You know how them old folk like to eat them soft foods. Put some Kool-Aid. Girl, that pissed me off. Anyways, that's all I like to say. That's how dysfunctional our family is. Like, very much so. So do I want to move back there? No. No, I do not. No, I do not. But here's the kicker. The next day, here go my mom. Oh, well, your dad knows I don't like surprises. I'm like, girl, mind you, this is the same person who all day yesterday sending the whole group text, me, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my son, because he's 17, so he'd be a part of the group text too. All the pictures, Jesus, of every little, this time she stepped out the car, from the time that she went into the building, child. Every balloon my daddy done bought her. Every present, every purse, every earring. She done got 2 purses, 2 things of earrings. But you don't like surprises. Let me tell you something. And I was real tight with her. I said, you know what? I took my time. And it wasn't even about you don't like no surprises. You had an attitude off of some pictures because you didn't get your way. And then you tried to press the issue. And because you had our cousin, your daughter-in-law, which I'm about to say her name, hyping you up, you felt justified in having your little funky ass attitude. I don't give a about nothing that's going on. First of all, let's go back. Even if I really felt like, hey, today's not a good day, I don't want to take pictures. Everybody in my family knows that for a good while, I was struggling with my mental health. If I don't want to take no damn pictures right now, I don't have to. What if right now mentally I'm not okay? What if right now I don't want this time documented? Why do I feel like I have to be chastised or feel like I have to be broken down over a picture? And then when it comes to light, that girl, I was just trying to keep you in this room because these kids, all 8 of them was trying to sign this doggone card. You still want to have an attitude? Oh, no, ma'am. Let this be the last year that you get, and I said this to her, this is going to be the last year that you get anything from me. From this year on, you don't like surprises. So here's the gig is that. The gag is every year from this moment on, and I'm manifesting money to do this, you just going to get an edible arrangement on your birthday. Yep, I'm going to manifest the money every single year. And I'm going to make sure it's a nice little $50, $60. I'm going to make sure it's something. But you ain't got to worry about me no more. Okay? The way that I was stressed out. We go to this the Dollar General, the only one that's in the city that I'm in, right up the street from my parents' house. Every single time you come in there, God bless her heart, but she wanted to be singing gospel hymns loud, just all the time. Just thank you, how you do. And I understand because God is so real. He real to me, y'all. And he really done got me through some stuff. But ma'am, if you don't shut the hell up, I'm just trying to get through this. She wants to talk. And it's like, girl, I appreciate it, but you trying to preach. You trying to get me to come to your church service, and I'm trying to tell you I'm running behind for another one. Like, girl, can you just bring my stuff up? I appreciate it, Lord. Yes, Jesus be a fence all around me every day, but girl, not right now. Not with you. Like, Lord, stressing me out. Love her down, a beautiful soul. God got her. He working it out. He doing a lot of things in her life. But ma'am, all the stress that I went through, girl, yeah, no, ma'am, listen, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. I don't like surprises. Girl, okay. And I guess, well, yeah. Because I don't know. I'm not trying to put my brother's business. I don't know if my older brother's cell phone is on. That's another thing. My sister-in-law, I love her down too, but she funny because I was trying to text her too for a long time and I wasn't getting no response. Now here's the history of me and her. The history behind me and my sister-in-law. She reminds me so much of my mother. And I love my mother as well. I don't know what is happening, but okay. That's fine. Anyways, I just come on here just to vent anyway. After I'm done with this, I gotta get off. But I didn't pull out my hair, so it's going a lot longer than what was anticipated. So I didn't have my hair ready. But either way, so here's history of me and my sister-in-law. I love her now. She has been like, throughout the years, like I can honestly say this was probably one of my best friends. But she has these moments where she just disappears. And I'm all for the disappearing. Like, we're grown. You don't owe nobody nothing. Like, if you feel like you don't want to talk that day, I have moments. But it is very unsettling when you are used to talking to somebody every day, you telling them your business, you sending stuff, and then they just disappear. It just, for me, makes me feel uncomfortable. And maybe I have trust issues, but I don't like that. And I've explained this and I've said this. And over the years, mind you, her and my brother have been married for 10 years. Okay. Well, been dating for 11, been married for 10. So she's been in my life for a long time. So over the years, we've had the same conversations. We've even had a really, really huge falling out. We get together every single time we hang out. It's, for me, I want to be motivational. Anybody who's in my life, I want to be motivational. Let's start a business. Let's do something together. Shoot, let's do something separate, but let's motivate each other. Y'all know I stayed up literally till 4 o'clock in the morning trying to organize my house, do stuff. And that's not like a bragging thing. That's like this needed to be done. And I couldn't get it done during the daytime because during the daytime, obviously, I have plans to do other things. But it would be great to have, especially women, especially being a Black woman, having people that are on the same page. So for the most part, my sister-in-law, talking to her, we were on the same page with a lot of stuff. But it would be like she starts stuff and then she would stop. I had no judgment for her. I just wanted her to keep going. I wanted to motivate her. And I wanted her to do stuff in her time. But I feel like maybe during those times she didn't feel like the best version of herself. So she would just disappear, which is completely understandable. But she'd always come back like, yeah, I'm going to do better. And da 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 da. She never does it. It's really strange to me. Fast forward to, I'm going to get into whoever said I need a man too. Because I'm going to talk about that too. I got to get that off my chest too. So yeah, we've gotten into plenty of situations and disagreements about it. So this point in my life, especially with everything that I had going on this year, I was like, you know what? I'm not about to force anything anymore. Like, I'm so over it. Like, if people want to be in my life, they'll just be in my life. We started, again, my parents had the church service. I wasn't going because I just feel like, again, it's mainly for the kids. And I had to think about it like, okay, it's for my daughter. But for me, it's like, I hate wasting my time. And like all that stuff is just like wasting my time. Especially when, my parents, they're rich. My brother and my sister-in-law, I guess they're having financial issues. But, they have a family. They got people to take care of. When I go home, it's just me and my daughter. And it's me trying to figure out every single day how I can take over the world. How I can be the best version of myself. How I can just provide, like, and survive out here. Literally. Like, literally. I was just thinking about it. If it wasn't for my mom doing something this year, but she didn't do something last year, my daughter's going to be in Chicago. I probably wouldn't even have no food like that to eat. Because I get paid not this week, I get paid the next week. So it's like, okay, I got to figure out my own, my own shit. That's the reason why I be motivated. Anyways, I say all that to say, this last time, this year, she, and I started talking again. I had no expectations. I would just hit her up and say, good morning, how are you? Stuff like that. Just be really, whatever. You don't have to respond. I know you're busy. Just want to let you know this is a positive influence in your life because, again, every Sunday when I would see her, for the most part, she would always seem like she would want to talk because she always has something to tell me, update me on something in her life. So, okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Not here in my parents' house because I would like to share things too and update you as well. Like, I don't want it to just be a one-sided, whenever I see you, you just dump and then you keep it moving. That's weird. Cool. The text messages just stopped. Okay. Understand. Didn't say nothing, just kept it moving. One Sunday goes by, I didn't say nothing. This Sunday I finally was like, oh girl, I'll be trying to text you. Oh, my phone is cut off. I'll be on Messenger though. I said, okay, cool. I don't have a Facebook. I deleted my Facebook. Facebook traumatized me earlier this year. So I don't want to be anywhere on Facebook at all, right? Cool. I will download Messenger just for you. Like, I have no problem doing that, especially if you're saying, hey, girl, I would never just ignore you. This is what she said out her mouth. I would never just ignore you. You know, I just don't have my phone. My phone is cut off. Okay, cool. Well, things happen. I understand. I went through some stuff. Cool. I download Messenger. Child, she ain't hit me up since. It's Tuesday. Now, she say she ain't got her phone, but she be on Messenger. That's what I do. I do Messenger. Now, mind you, I don't even believe that her phone is off. I believe that she has her phone. I believe that she's able to communicate because she told me other things. You know, I text my mom, I did this and this. How are you doing all of this, but yet you don't have a phone? And even if it's with my brother's phone, why don't you just use my brother's phone just to say, hey, girl, you know, I'm on Randy's phone, but yada, yada, yada. Anyways, again, I do not want to move back with my family. I feel like love them down, but the way that I was raised was very toxic. And, you know, sometimes toxic doesn't have to be like, oh my God, toxic. It could just be deadly for you. You know what I mean? Like bleach cleans clothes. It's actually very useful. But if you ingest it, you might die, you know? So that type of thing, you know? They don't support me at all. They don't. If I ever told them one of my side hustles, please don't judge me. I'm just a girl. Fuck, I'm just a girl. I do card readings, right? So if I ever were to go to the house, and that's my other side hustle, and I get paid for it, it helps me, you know, do certain things and take care of certain bills that I need to take care of. So um, if I ever were to tell them, they would not only kick me out, but literally I would have like a whole seance. I would have a seance. Like my daughter's father would have to come get her, and I would have to move to a shelter. And that's like not me joking, being funny. Oh, you're exaggerating. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Being so for reals. So for reals. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have them pay for me either. Like I'm at a point where I'm just trying to like get away from them, which is the reason why I'm trying to get this IT tech support because I never want to be in a position, you know, where I did earlier this year or before, you know, where I got fired. Um, I never want to be in that position. And then working, which I'm, you know, it's all blessings in disguise because I don't want to work childcare no more either way. I don't want to work and I don't want to have to hold my mouth, you know, for certain things and kiss people's ass. And it's just not worth it for me, especially getting paid what I was getting paid. It was just stupid. So, yeah, no, I'm cool on that. You know, certain things you just kind of have to like take your L in. But yeah, I just don't know if I could take that CompTIA test in January. I might shoot for March by the end of the first quarter of the year, but I will definitely finish the certification program in December and see if it will help me land a job, at least in like some type of entry level. Like I would love to be tech support, but if I have to start by like doing tech support, just by like answering phone calls, like making sure, hey, you know, troubleshooting. Let me get you in contact with the right person on the IT team. I mean, so I don't know what the jobs and stuff availability would be, but if I could just start something like that, that would be great and just break into the field and let that be that because I do plan on taking this test certification, but it's a lot going on. It is a lot. That comment, you need a man. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm so, and not trying to be like Miss Independent, but like I work better alone because I'm so emotionally invested with certain things. Mind you, I guess you could say me and my baby daddy are talking. He would look at this and be like, girl, what? Um, just because I'm like trying to downplay it. But, you know, I love him. But I'll be honest, between y'all, everything that happened this summer, which if you guys know, you know, I'm not going to get back into it. It just kind of makes me not be as into him as I was before. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out myself first, you know? Because I had this feeling before, like maybe we don't need to be together. And then we go through all of this and it's like a wake up call, like, maybe I do love him a little bit more than what, you know, I try to allow myself to believe. But at the same time, maybe right now I just need to focus on myself. Then I hit up an old friend. So this was strange. I hit up an old friend. Me and her fell out. One, at the time, I was going through a lot of stuff, so I could take ownership for me. But also, she never really owned anything that she did. Like, she wasn't somebody who would be like, yeah, this is me. I take ownership for XYZ. But again, all my friendships, any friend that I have, I'm always on some let's be motivated, let's do something productive type ish. Hold on. I need to get my coffee. 7-Eleven's iced coffee is the truth. But either way, so there was and how it's always been, because and this is how I know I can take ownership for myself. Like, I'm very reactive. And sometimes being reactive, you can be explosive. And it was based off of me not having my feelings validated, you know, at one point in my life. So whenever I feel like, you know, somebody's not listening to me, or I felt from a place of hurt and pain, I would react. And it would make me look like I was the angry, bad person. And I hated that because I was such a good person. It was just the pain that I felt when felt like betrayed or undermined or felt like, you know, all of it, of course, stemmed from me being a teen mom. My parents being the pastors that they are, just not making me feel like I'm good enough. They took over being the mom. So it was very difficult for me to kind of establish that, you know, womanhood as a mother. Like, I'm a mom, like, I'm a woman, you know. So I just didn't really feel like I was worthy of anything. And like, I'm sure my son's father had something to do with it back then too. I've healed from that part. I've healed from it all, but it's just sometimes I get upset, angry at my parents at their grown age because they were in their 30s and 40s when I had, or 30s, you know, 40s, and now I'm like in my 30s, and I just, you know, I understand we were in a different era, but like how I would not process the fact that my daughter just went through something, and instead of me making it about me, especially seeing my wife or me being the woman having my own children and knowing that the impact that it had took on me being in my adult age, I can only imagine how it would do for a teenager. And I just, sometimes it's hard for me to grasp that, how they just dropped the ball. I mean, literally, I just had a baby and they're like, you need to either go to college or military. After 4 months, 4 months, they tell you postpartum lasts for up to a year. After 4 months of me having a child, I had to go to school away from my child. I was not mentally prepared. I was not emotionally prepared. I just wanted to get away. And that is probably, again, one of those things that just hurts me the most because I was left to the wolves for so long, especially since my son's father kind of got off scotch-free, you know what I mean? So, anyways, this is coming off real cute. And it's looking real natural. I know it seems like we got a lot to go. And I feel like we have a lot to go, but we don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. We don't. We're going to do that. I'm going to start here and take it up. Okay. 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 So yeah, I would become explosive, reactive, and I had did it to her maybe once or twice. However, the case is, this particular time, because we would stop talking and then she would come back again. It would happen. We would be friends and talking for months. I've been there giving food stamps, all that. So as much as it sounds like, dang, you're an effed up friend, and I take full ownership for that because nobody wants to feel like they have to go through that. I was also a great person, and there were things that, again, I would say, this is my ultimate, no, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to put up with this from anybody. Feeling, there's certain, I've given so much stuff and felt like, at the very least, girl, say thank you, be appreciative. And it just wasn't that type of vibe. So again, I take ownership for me. However, again, what my pet peeve is people do not take ownership for themselves. Like, you're not going to say, hey, listen, you're right. I also can apologize for XYZ. However, when it comes down to it, y'all know my vibe, a motivational friend. That girl, there's some moms out here who are moms because they had kids, right? But there are some women out here who are moms because they were just born to be moms. Like, they handle their shit. If they're tired, they get up, they push through, they may complain. They are wannabe wives. There's a lot of women out there, which I was surprised, after, hold on, breaking up with my daughter's father and like being a part of this single life, like how many women, I would talk to and wanting to build connections with. But I'm also very like cognitive of who I allow in my space. So if you're not talking a certain way, I don't really want to be invested or involved with you. And I was surprised that there was a lot of women who just were like, I don't want to be married. Like, that's not my thing. And not that it's a problem, because I don't think I should do. Would I be able to? Yeah. And not that it's a problem, but it's just, for me, I don't want to confuse what I feel like I'm here to do, and that's be a mom and be a wife, just for a moment of, I'm upset, or, F these dudes, or it's 7 p.m. Friday night, you know what I mean? Type energy. So, anywho, she was a vibe. We would get up, we would set plans, we had goals. She also had her own business. Again, you would be surprised how many people, especially women, will say, oh, I have a business, I want to do this, I want to do this. But then when it comes down to actually doing it, they don't do it. And it's like, I don't know what the energy is with that. I don't know if we're just tired. I don't know if it's just not in the radar. But it is very hard to find a woman who is on that type of time. And that one's friendships. And that's not one F friends, and, just a really healthy friendship. So I valued that. And I looked up to her in the way where it was like, okay, I can see, oh my God, I hate when that happens. I can see us, being cool. Anyways, long story short, there we go. No. Jesus Christ. Okay. We fell out. I sent her a message through Messenger again because my sister-in-law told me, hey girl, hey, you can hit me up through Messenger. And again, I never got anything back from her. But I was like, let me go ahead and hit up this friend. Child, I hit that friend up. Again, it's like been months now that has passed. Maybe 7-8 months that has passed. The very next few hours, I go on my Messenger And they said that my account, like, is something fraudulent going on my account. Woo, woo, woo. So forth and so on. Yada, yada, yada. They'll get back to me. I was like, did she report me? Because I had hit my sister out a lot. And I hadn't gotten anything back. So I'm like, I know this heifer did not report me. So we'll see. If it is what it is, it is what it is. Okay. I feel better though. I vented. I got everything out. Yeah, but going back to my baby daddy, I don't know. I think I'm just realizing like he's not that romantic, nice. Like, I mean, he's nice. Let me not make it seem like he's abusive and he's smacking me up. But it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that might just kind of fizzle out on its own. And I kind of feel like if it was to end, that would be like the only way that it could end. Because we've been doing this for so long now. To the point where I'm like irritated with myself. No, let me do this. But it's been going on so long. Just years of just, like I said, I do want to be the wife. I want to be married. I want to. Am I doing this? Okay. I'm at that age now where I want to settle down. But you gotta find the right person, you know? Okay. My phone's on 6%. I'm about to go let it charge. I'll probably do a short or something so y'all can see how this turned out. If you're interested, if you care. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Bye, y'all.